We do have a quorum, and we need a motion to excuse
Motion to
Commissioner Chang.
excuse absent members.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Number public testimonies?
Anybody here?
No, pledge of allegiance, I'm sorry. Luis?
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us pray. Dear Lord, when we feel as though we're alone in the eye of the storm, let us remember that you are with us and that with you we can weather anything. We thank you for being there, no matter how heavy our burden, no matter how tiring our load. For this we pray, amen.
Either do we have anybody for public testimony? Public hearings? All right, under city manager's report, we're gonna call Marcela up to talk about the chamber events.
Good afternoon, City Commission. Marcela Veas, Chamber President for the record. This Saturday, we'll be hosting our August Market Days. So this is our monthly event that we have for the community. Part of our market days, we're gonna have about 30 to 40 market vendors. We have the food trucks out there, and we're also gonna have some live music and just good family fun. The event is a free event, and it's gonna be from 7:30 to 11 p.m.
Great.
So we invite the community to attend.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
This time, Yudi, will you join us to speak on the special events for the city?
Good afternoon, Mayor, Commission, Yuri Gonzalez, Office of City Communications Director for the record. It's been a hot summer. Many events are wrapping up at our Pharr Parks Aquatic Center. The first one you'll see on the screen is the Splash-A-Palooza, one of the biggest summer programs. It happens every year. This is happening Friday, August 11th. This is a free event. It's not a ticketed event, so anybody can join us. You don't have to be a Pharr resident. Este es el evento más grande del verano, que será en el Pharr Aquatic Center. Es un evento gratis para toda la comunidad. Our next event
Can you,
is,
hold on a second.
yes, sir.
Can you expand on kayak races?
I'm sorry?
Kayak races?
These are some of the activities that we'll be having in.
You're gonna have it there?
Yes.
Aren't those unless I'm wrong, like the little boats that, or little things you paddle on?
Yes, we have multiple event activities happening. It's an event that happens every year. We have music, we have a DJ, we have snacks. There's many activities, and everything's hosted by Parks and Recreation Program. Their entire team puts together activities for the kids.
And these are in the pool you're doing it or in the lab
Yes,
thing?
both,
Both?
both,
Oh, okay.
yes. The Paw Party is the last event of the summer, actually, at the Pharr Aquatic Center. So after this, it will be closed for the summer, for the rest of the year. August 12th, this is 2 pets per family. I know the flyer doesn't state this, but you can also bring your cats, according to Sergio. Yes, and the pre-registration began today, so it's important to mention that these pets need to be vaccinated. So our Parks and Rec team will make sure that the pets are vaccinated.
Great. Now,
Okay.
Did you say we're closing the water park?
Yes, so this is the last event of the summer, so after
last
that.
event.
Yes, last event of the summer, and after that, it's pretty much closed until next year.
For events?
Correct.
But
No,
it's still open to
closed.
the public?
It's
Oh, it's
closed.
closed?
Yes.
Why you guys? Oh, limited staff. Got it, okay.
Este evento será el sábado, Paw Party. Es un evento donde pueden traer a sus mascotas, perritos, 2 perritos por familia y si gusta también su gatito. Esto será un evento gratis y tiene que estar vacunado su mascota para poder tener acceso. Registration is open. They can visit the Parks and Rec Facebook, social media platforms to get going.
Great.
Lucha Libros is our next event. We'll be reminding public about this. This is the 3rd year to promote literacy and just to get, the community excited about getting back to school and having their books ready. We will be distributing free books. Lucha Libros is an event that's happening at the DRC in South Pharr. This is also happening in the afternoon from 5, and the show starts at 6. So what happens at the DRC Center is we have Lucha Libre happening, and that's why the name is Lucha Libros. And this is just an entertainment factor that the library has
gonna dress up?
incorporated.
Is he dressing up?
Mr. Adolfo?
Okay.
It's just
I
a
want to see that. I'll go.
vendors, music, snacks, and free books. Este evento Lucha Libros es el sábado 12 de agosto. Es un evento para promocionar la literatura, los libros, ya que muchos de los niños ya están regresando a clases en esta temporada. So, este evento es gratis. Si se quiere más información, puede visitar la biblioteca o las redes sociales de la ciudad de Pharr. And the last event is an event hosted by the Pharr Police Department. This event actually started in July. It's happening every Tuesday. This is an opportunity for the community to come out, get to meet their law enforcement, their cops, and what they do is they ride through the bike trails. And this is going to be Tuesday, August 15th from 6 p.m. to 8. And they can bring their bikes as well. We won't be providing their bikes, so it's important for families to know that they need to show up to that location with their bikes. Este es un evento para toda la comunidad. Los invitamos a traer sus bicicletas y simplemente participar en carreras que son en la comunidad para que conozcan a sus policías locales. Y este es un evento gratis de 6 a 8 de la noche el próximo martes. Chief, anything you want to incorporate about the Ride with a Cop?
Hi, good afternoon,
Chief?
Mayor, Commission. Just also wanted to add, it's our last ride that we had, so we just wanted to thank those participants that have shown up in the last Tuesdays. Just a healthy way, to just exercise and be out there. I know it's a little warm, but we do have waters, and at any point, if you need to return back, we have some ATVs that will actually put that bike in there and return you back if that were to happen. But yeah, so again, we just look forward to having everybody 6 to 8 p.m. So.
Some of our colleagues who didn't participate in the Spartan race have bikes that I recall. So you should have some bikes that you can utilize because some of our staff have bikes. Is that right, Danny? Didn't people have bikes issued and they were going to participate in the Spartan race?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And don't give me I broke my foot again.
Yeah, we have one at EMS that we can, if they need to use it.
Yeah. Okay. Just reminder.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. We also have had some city employees also participate, so thank you for that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
That concludes the events, and you can find these flyers on our social media platforms. And if people have any questions, they can also reach out to us or text us via social media. An event that happened last week was a Pharr Night Out. It's also one of the biggest back-to-school events that the city of Pharr hosts, and of course, it's spearheaded through the Pharr Police Department. A very successful event, close to 4,000 people, law enforcement agencies, not only from the city of Pharr, but other neighboring cities and public safety as well, and of course, all departments for the city of Pharr where they're participating with many activities. We have a short recap for those that missed the event.
Tonight is about community and police relations. We want to make sure that our community comes out and develops a solid partnership with our police department. I want to commend Chief Gonzalez and his staff and all of the city staff that came out and helped make this event possible so that our community could come out and have a great time.
We have informational booths, we have our different departments, plus we've also welcomed other departments as well from other agencies, law enforcement agencies throughout the area. We're here to also not only answer the questions, but we're also to learn from them as well.
Pues las actividades, mi hijo es feliz cada que se hacen estos eventos de información, sobre todo, lo repito, y conocernos e interactuar entre los que somos de Pharr.
We want the citizens of Pharr to know that we're here for the community, we're here for them, and we want them to come out year after year and have a good time, and we want them to get to know our police department and the different agencies from around the valley that are here. And I want to, again, thank our city staff because it takes everybody working together to put together a beautiful event for our community.
Chief
This is an
Gonzalez, I don't
awesome
know if
event.
you have anything else to mention. It was a great event, and it had a lot of media coverage, so it was awesome.
Qué bueno.
No, I just, again, just want to thank the city for the support, for being able to host something like this. It takes a lot of people to make it happen, so I thought we had a very, Team Pharr, we always do it together. So want to thank all the other departments that pitched in. We were all, had representation from each department from the city. Also want to thank Main Event, the Town Farm Center. They kind of lend that venue to us to where we were able to highlight more of a business district in our area. I think
Right.
that area, Jackson, it lends itself so people that were just driving by, hey, what's going on there? And we were able to stop by and just visit with us, and we had a good conversation. So,
That's
Thank you.
great. Well, thank you.
Oh, thank
Great
you.
job, entire staff and your, of course, the police staff.
yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Very nice.
Okay, this is the last video, and we can move on. It's also with Pharr PD. We've created a video where we really want to engage with community members that are interested in joining the law enforcement, but joining the law enforcement with our police department. So let's play the video, and Chief, if you want to say something after that? Awesome.
Very nice, Judy. Good job, Chief.
Want to thank first the media department for making that video happen.
Yeah.
So it really showcases the city's police department and what we have to offer. So we do have a test that's coming up on August 26th. So right now we are accepting applications for police officer.
That's right.
This is a recruitment video that we thought we'd push out just to kind of showcase the different sections that our department has.
Right.
We've grown throughout the years. Of course, different divisions that we've created was what we've needed here for the community and what we think it helps and lends itself out to that the service that we provide. And we're always looking to hire the next generation of our police officers. So
Good.
we're hoping that we get a good outcome here. I think we will, and I think from there we'll evaluate those people that come in and apply for our positions here for Pharr Police. So
Very nice, sir.
Oh,
Good
thank
job,
you.
Judy, and your team.
Yeah, I want to make a comment.
Yes,
if I can.
yes, Commissioner.
You know, recently there was like a survey or analysis of all the cities in Texas, and we were not the top 5 as far as the worst cities. I know one of our neighboring communities was, or at least 2 of them, but they rated as far as police departments and all that stuff. So that was one of the criteria, was how safe the city is, and we're not top 5, so,
Yeah.
so I'm glad for that. But
Yeah.
it just reflects on the work that you all are doing. So it's a good thing that we were not the worst. There was the number 1 is one of our neighboring communities, and the number 2 was another neighboring community. So that's not good.
Yeah.
So anyway,
No, thank you. And you know, our goal is always to make Pharr the safe city it can be. So we'll keep striving for that, and like I said, bringing on the next generation of Pharr police officers here to help with that. So,
Absolutely.
all right.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Moving on to item 5, consent agenda. All items listed under consent agenda are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the governing body and will be enacted by one motion.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. Did you do this? Engineer report?
Next item is city engineer report.
Where is he? Oh, there you are.
If anybody has any questions.
Yeah. How are we
No.
with the, I just have, before anybody else asks, how are we doing with the, that retention pond, we call it the dog park, right? I mean, where are we? I know we were waiting for paperwork, not from us, but from outside entities. Where are we with that project?
So right now, we are waiting for the Texas. Maria Rangel, Assistant City Engineer, for the record. Concerning the South Pharr Regional Detention Facility, right now, it's under review with the Texas Water Development Board. We have cleared environmental, I believe, is what we've cleared, and we're still pending 2 more reviews before they'll allow us to advertise the project. I do know that we recently reached out to them for a response, and we're waiting on that. But I will be giving them a call and calling them more frequently to get their response.
Okay. And then the other project, I don't know if it's you or Luis or who's going to answer this question, but where are we with the bridge?
The bridge is moving forward. Luis, if there's anything you'd like to say. No, right now it's all downhill. We've, I guess, cleared what was the most difficult to clear. So right now we're actually, we put up a notice on our City of Pharr website in case anyone wants to review the draft environmental assessment. We're taking comments for 30 days, and those 30 days will be up August 27, if I'm not mistaken. So it's part of the environmental process where we're required to advertise that, to receive any comments, if there's any.
And where are we with the hike and bike trail to Santana?
Yes, that one is also moving forward. We're currently acquiring parcels. There's 10 parcels that we need, and so negotiations are ongoing. We've just submitted, not just submitted, but a couple weeks ago we submitted the 95% to TxDOT, so we're waiting on comments for that. And again, this is another project, it's moving forward smoothly. Right now we're waiting on comments for TxDOT, negotiations for the parcels, and we're on track for construction February.
Is that linked to the I-Road project
Yes.
simultaneously?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's together, so we'll build both at the same time.
And what's your time frame now from today going forward? What's your time frame before we let, I guess?
Yes, it'll be the remaining activities before opening bids will take right now July, August, September, October. About 6 months away from opening bids, and then starting construction early next year. The construction timeline is a bit long, 600 working days, which is about 2.5 years.
Did you set that?
No, it's based on the engineer's estimate for time, for the time.
Aren't you the engineer?
No, we had our design consultant put the schedule together, and that's what we submitted.
Oh, yeah, you need to talk to them, because 2 years, they're crazy. You need to find somebody else.
We'll sit down with our design engineer and see where we can
Yes.
cut time.
Okay. Anybody
I
have
think some of it was, some of the slowdown on the south project is the right-of-way acquisitions. Where are we on those
For the I-Road project?
for that south project? Because that interjects with the hike and bike, doesn't it?
Yes, and I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand. For the Interceptor project, you mean the sanitary sewer one? Yes, they do intersect. So right now our plan is to construct first the sanitary sewer project to put in that
Oh,
line.
no, yeah, I understand, but where are we on the acquisition
We'll
of
be
the
sending-
right-of-ways?
Yeah.
Because we've been, if I'm not mistaken, it's almost a year, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's been almost a year that we were looking for the right-of-way acquisition, so I'm just curious, where are we standing on that right now?
Yes, so we have the meets and bounds and the surveys for that. At today's commission, one of the items is for
permission, giving us permission to go out and do the negotiations for those parcels. That's one of the items on today's agenda. Once after today, we'll be sending out those notices or those. It's called a right of entry for surveying, or not for surveying, right of entry for construction, which will allow us to go ahead and start using those pieces of land, even though we haven't officially purchased them from the owner.
Ah.
So that'll be this week.
Okay.
The reason we ask this question is that, we budgeted so many projects, and thank God we've not had internal errors, so I thank God. But what we can't control is time, right? So the more time that goes by, and I've had discussion with Carla, is it affects our budget. And so although we are trying to move things along, when inflation kicks in, and just go by just 2 years ago or 3 years ago, buying eggs and milk, it's not the same as today.
Correct.
And every project gets delayed by a month by either TxDOT or the feds, whoever it is. And I know there's a process to it, and it has nothing to do with you internally, but it does strain our budget because we're having to gather our pennies and nickels from other areas or having to raise more in order to cover that difference now. That's the cost of capital. And so that's what we're always asking. We're not complaining to you. We're just trying to minimize the expense to the taxpayer by getting them going. And
Yeah, I
so-
agree completely.
Okay. Well, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. All right. The time being 4:24, the City Commission will be entering into closed session in accordance with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code to discuss the agenda items listed in the public portion of the agenda and pursuant to Section 551.071 through 551.087. Thank you. Back in open session, 5:54. All right. Oh, you mean these? The regular? Oh, yeah, I'll read, that's fine. Okay, let's see. Ready? You ready? Oh, they're coming. Little boy's room, I guess.
They head for the hills.
With Carla, I see. Who waiting for? About the Rick? When am I reading this? Oh. Wasn't it 6A? Oh, different.
We have to sign this?
We'll get that afterwards. It's gonna be a roll call vote when we get to the item.
Oh, yeah, so we don't have to.
Which item is it?
It's gonna be item.
Damn, it's 6 o'clock.
It's going to be item.
6 o'clock.
70.
Oh. So what do we say for that one? That we're gonna be doing this
It's just
and
gonna be discussion and action for both proposed tax rate and the tax rate we're proposing is 0.7676.
we're going to this from our current. Got it. Ready? All right, let's go. Ready? All right, item 6A, consideration and action, if any, on the ordinance authorizing the issuance of City of Pharr Tax Note Series 2023 and levying an annual ad valorem tax with the limitations prescribed by law for the payment of the notes, prescribing the form, terms, conditions, and resolving other matters incident and related to the issuance, sale, and delivery of the notes, authorizing the execution of a paying agent/registrar agreement and a purchase and investment letter, and providing for an effective date. This item supports sound governance and physical sustainability. Okay, a motion for approval?
Motion to approve.
Second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
You opposed to this one,
Yeah.
Commission? Okay. 6B, consideration and action, if any, on ordinance amending ordinance number 0-2022-37 for budget amendment to the fiscal year 2022-2023 budget. Adoption in one reading. The item supports sound governance.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. 6C, consideration and action and any on resolution authorizing the Pharr Police Department to submit a grant application to the Edward Bernie Memorial Justice Assistant Grant, JAG, for the Pharr Police First Offender Program. The item supports safe and secure community.
Move to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. 6D, consideration and action, if any, on resolution executing an advanced funding agreement, AFA, with the Texas Department of Transportation, otherwise known as TxDOT, for the I-Road Bridge at the South Floodwater Channel, CSJ 0921-02-491. Supports infrastructure.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. 6C, consideration and action of any on the resolution to accept petition for voluntary annexation, setting date, time, and place for public hearing, authorizing and directing publication of the notice of such public hearing, and directing the city manager to prepare service plan for 14.88 acres tract of land out of Lot 5, Closter subdivision located on the southeast corner of South Veterans Boulevard and Highline Road in the city of Pharr's extraterritorial jurisdiction, otherwise known as ETJ. Hidalgo County, Texas. Item supports development services.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. 6F, consideration action of any on resolution determining a public necessity to acquire certain real property, giving notice of an official determination to acquire real property for a public purpose, establishing procedures for the acquisition of property, determining the estate to be acquired, establishing fair market value for the property to be acquired, and directing the city manager or designee to communicate offers to owners for the purchase of property, appropriating funds, and authorizing condemnation proceedings by the city attorney, ratification of prior acts. Item supports development services.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. 6G, consideration and action of any on resolution declaring the expectation to reimburse expenditures with proceeds of future debt. Item supports sound governance and physical sustainability.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. 6H, consideration and action, if any, on resolution appointing, reappointing 3 members to the Pharr Economic Development Corporation 2 Board of Directors.
On this one, staff recommends the reappointment of Dr. Ambrosio Hernandez, Dr. Ramiro Caballero, and Commissioner Ricardo Medina.
Okay?
Moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. 7A, consideration and action of any on request for, what's this? Iradier Adan Hernandez representing HTZ Holdings LLC for a change of zone from a single-family residential district referred as R1 to a residential multifamily district, RMF. This property is legally described as a 5.275 acres, more or less, out of Lot 129, Kelly Pharr subdivision, Pharr, Hidalgo County, Texas. The property's physical address is 3155 North Veterans Boulevard. COZ, hashtag 230606. Item supports development services.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Okay, 7B, consideration and action, if any, on proposed toll-free increase, for commercial trucks at the Pharr International Bridge. Item supports economic vitality.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. 7C, submission of certified totals for tax assessment values 2023 for fiscal year 2023-2024. Item supports sound governance and physical sustainability.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. 7D, discussion and action for vote on proposed tax rate increase and schedule a public hearing. This item supports SG sound governance of physical sustainability. The tax proposed rate will be going to 0.7676, and this is for IN,
The INS.
INS portion.
So moved.
It's gonna require a roll call vote.
Roll
So
call vote, yes.
everybody
But we
state
still need a
your-
motion.
Make the motion.
Oh.
Yeah, we have a motion first. We need a second.
Second.
Hilda?
Members Hernandez,
Yes.
Commissioner Michael Pacheco,
Yes.
Commissioner Bobby Carrillo,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramiro Caballero,
Yes.
Commissioner Ricardo Medina,
No.
Commissioner Rita Flores.
Yes.
Thank you.
Great, motion passes. All right. 70, consideration with the Board of Commissioners on the city's organizational structure. This item supports sound governance and physical sustainability. You have a motion, please?
So moved.
You have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. 8A, consideration and action of any authorizing city manager to enter into a new agreement with Dr. Raul Barreda from McAllen, Texas as a medical director for Pharr EMS, Fire and Public Safety Communications. Item supports sound governance and physical sustainability. Need a motion?
Second.
I'm gonna abstain just because I know him, friendship. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. 8B, consideration and action, if any, on agreement with Military Water Supply Corporation to allow the city of Pharr to provide emergency water services for fire protection. Supports fire.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. 8C, consideration and action of any authorizing city manager to amend contract with Burton, McCumber, and Longoria from McAllen, Texas for external auditor services in the amount of $71,000 and to add tax increment reinvestment zone number 1 and tax increment reinvestment zone number 2. Item supports sound governance and physical sustainability.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Mayor, I need to go back to 7D real quick. I need to,
Which one?
7D.
D. Yes.
I just need to announce that the public hearing date will be September 18th for that one.
Great.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. We are adjourned at 6:04. Thank you, everybody.